Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisa Binti Wahab. So today I would like to present about my final assignment for subject IMD113 Information and Communication Technology Application. So for this assignment, I choose a topic FPS in gaming. So FPS means frame rate per second. So here I will introduce about frame rate. So frame rate is the amount of individual video frames that your camera could capture per second. Frame rate comes in a few different standards, which is expressed as FPS, which is 24 FPS, 25 FPS, 30 FPS, 60 FPS, 120 FPS, and the last one, which is the highest one, is 240 FPS. So the frame rate stems from a film, and the very first silence film. Film will be on reel and current by hand by a camera operator, and the projectionist will play back the film at the same rate that it was recorded at. So this frame rate also same with the gaming performance. We play any video games at PC and the mobile. The same method was applied to the user to have a better experience of gaming and also watching movie. So for FPS bracket, there are 4 FPS, which is there are 4 brackets, which is 30 FPS, 60 FPS, 120 FPS, and the last one is, which is the highest one, is 240 FPS. So for 30 FPS, the performance usually targeted by console and the budget gaming PC. So that significant shattering is only noticeable at less than 220 FPS, so anything above 20 FPS can be considered playable. So for the second one is 60 FPS. This target goal for most gaming PC. On console, only less demanding or better optimized game managed at stable 60 FPS through the upcoming PS. So through the upcoming PS5 and the Xbox Series X will aim also for 60 FPS in most of their games. So the third one is 120 FPS. The kind of frame rate can only be displayed on monitor with 120 until 165 Hz refresh rate. Usually it takes a powerful high-end gaming PC to run demanding game with this kind of performance without any setting drop. So the last one is 240 FPS. This can be displayed only by the fastest 240 Hz monitor. So the 240 FPS is the highest as modern display could go. So let's move for the next slide. So this is example of game used in PC and so this is example of game used FPS in PC, which is PUBG Mobile, PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battleground, Legend of League, Dota, Valorant, Fall Guys, COD, which is Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, which is GTA, and the last one is Fortnite. So that's for PC. So let's move for mobile. Example game use FPS in mobile are League of Legends Wild Rift, Call of Duty Mobile, Among Us, Mobile Legends, and the last one is PUBG Mobile. So this is top 6 phone for gaming. The first one is Asus ROG Phone 3. Number 2 is Apple iPhone 11. Number 3 is OnePlus 70. Number 4 is ZTE Nubia Red Magic 5G. Number 5 is Lenovo Legion 12. And the last one is Xiaomi Black Shark Pro. That's for phone. So let's move for the PC for gaming. So this is top 6 PC for gaming. The first one is Alienware Aurora R11. Number 2 is Alienware Aurora R10. Number 3 is Corsair One I164. Number 4 is HP Almond Obelisk. Number 5 is Origin Cronus. And number 6 is Corsair Vengeance A4100. So this is the specification for gaming phone. The first one is battery life. For gaming phone, normally it could provide about 5000 Hz of battery, which is could be playable about 5 hours non-stop. So the second one is operating system. As we know, the operating system, the most famous in this world of technology, is Android and also Apple. Number 3 is processor. So for processor, they are based on type of their operating system. For Android only two main processor, which is Snapdragon, and the second one is MediaTek. So for the Apple, there are only one processor, which is Apple Bionic, which is for their latest iPhone, which is iPhone 11 and also iPhone 12, use Apple Bionic 12, which is given the best performance for gaming experience. So the next is RAM. For normally phone, usually only use about 3 or 4 GB RAM, but for gaming phone, the highest could provide for RAM is about 8 GB RAM, which is used by Asus ROG Phone 3. So the last one is phone screen size. The phone screen size is also important because some gamers use about 4 fingers or also 5 fingers to play games. So as for me, I also like the biggest phone screen because it will be easy for us to play. So this is comparison of FPS bracket video. So let's watch the video first.
Those Duke guys are killing our tanks. Armor needs our support. We're gonna take the AA gun behind that tree line.
So based on the first video, that was a comparison between 60 FPS and 30 FPS. As we can see, for 30 FPS, the gameplay a bit lagging and also not run smoothly. But for 60 FPS, there's no lagging and it runs better than 30 FPS. So let's watch the second video. So for the second video, For the second video, there are 4 brackets of FPS maybe. So the first is 60, 120, 144 and 240 Hz. So as we can see here, the 60 Hz video only show a person run away, but it was a bit lagging and not smooth like the 240 Hz. So this is a benefit of FPS game. So the first one is we could improve cognitive ability. The second one is we can develop our own abilities. The third one is we could learn to control our emotion. And the last one is we could learn to socialize. As for me, I also play PUBG, which is in this game I learned how to be more social than my reality, because in this game we must always communicate each other to rush an enemy. We also must have a good teamwork with each other in a squad. So let's proceed further. So this is factors of frame drop. The first one is code optimization and smart calculation. The second one is at which frame rate you create your video. The third one is content of the frame. The fourth one is hardware and its quality, which is CPU, memory, RAM, GPU, and also monitor. So the fifth one is application running in the background, and the last one is frame rate of audio. So for the point number 4, hardware and its quality. For gaming phone, it provides a better performance for gaming because the quality of its hardware, which is CPU, memory, and RAM, are suitable for gaming. But if we use a normal phone to play a hardcore game, it could lead to lagging, and also it make the gameplay bad. So the point number 5 is application running in the background. So before we play a game, we must always speed up our phone, and also we must close all the application in the background, because with this the game could be played better, and also there's no lagging and frame drop. Of FPS in gaming, there are two. So here's low FPS and here is faster FPS. So let's watch it together.
War.
So that's all for the video. So for the slow FPS, we could see that there's a bit lagging, there's no we can see the building, we can see the graphic normally because of lagging and slow FPS. So, and for the slow FPS, the gameplay also like really bad because when we fight the enemy, we we became so noob because when we shoot, it was miss. So for the faster FPS, we could see that it was better and the best performance, and so the gameplay became the best. So and the graphic also nice, which is without any lag, without any bad thing happen, and it could run smoothly. So let's move for the next slide. So the conclusion. In the conclusion, frame drop is something we used to see every day for movies and also drama. For film, the highest FPS is better because it could give the best performance of the show. But for lower FPS, it could make the film lagging and it will make us watch a film like we watch a slideshow like this. It's only one slide, and one slide only like that. So this also play important role for gaming experience for us, like especially when we play role play games, fighting games, and also war games like PUBG, CS:GO, and also Counter Strike. For sorry. For better gaming experience, we must apply highest FPS for better performance in gaming. But for standard gaming, 60 FPS already enough for us to play game normally without any lagging, and the game could be played smoothly. So in a nutshell, the highest FPS will offer the better performance in game, and also when we watch a movie or also we watch a video. This is reference. So the reference I usually use is GSM Arena, which is the best website to compare to know about any device or anything regarding the technology. I guess that's all from me. Sorry for any mistakes. Sorry for any misspoken or anything. Sorry for any bad info. And that's all for me. Thank you for give me time for to watch my video. Okay, that's all for me. Sorry for any mistakes, sir. Hoping to get a better grade, even though I know my English is really bad. I'm really sorry, sir. That's all for me. Thank you. Bye bye.